I'm Sarfaraz.
Georgia, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I guess we're in the same proposed meeting.
Yeah, it looks like it. So what's like your background? Like what brought you here?
I've been doing freelance marketing since past 3-4 years back in
Okay.
Toronto. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
It is, but it's freelance, so there's no certainty, you know.
Fair enough. And so how long have you been in Thunder Bay?
It's been 2 weeks, to be honest. Like, I've been living in Toronto since my graduation. That's like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And then I got this gig and I came here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And how have you been liking it?
It's good
Mhm.
compared to Toronto. There's a lot of rush, a lot of crowd, a lot
Yeah.
of people everywhere, so
Yeah.
I like it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. And have you found a place yet?
Not really. I've been living in a motel.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, I've been looking for a place, to be honest, and probably a bachelor unit for now. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Hi.
Hi, this is Minku Sharon.
Georgia, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Sarfaraz.
Nice to meet you. So you can call me Goldie also, like if you don't find my name this much lengthy.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you guys are going good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
very
well.
good.
We got
Yeah.
a new project and to work on.
Mhm.
So maybe our team will be rocking
Yeah, we're
this
looking forward
time.
to it.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
So you live in Thunder Bay only?
Yes, I'm from Thunder Bay originally as well.
Okay. And you're from?
I'm from India.
Oh, I'm also from India.
That's nice. We're in India.
Like I live in Punjab.
Punjab, that's nice. I'm from Delhi. Do you speak Hindi or Punjabi?
I speak pro every language. Like I can good in English also and Hindi also.
कैसे हो? Like पंजाब में किस जगह से हो तुम?
पंजाब में मैं बठिंडा से हूँ. आप कहाँ से हैं?
मैं दिल्ली से.
अरे दिल्ली में तो हमारे आंटी रहती
Okay,
है.
so what were some ideas that you had to bring to the table today?
Like you can see, our product is doing pretty well in the city. We are making good profit in the town, but I think we should focus more on commercials, on banners in the outskirts of the city, so that the visitors or the local people should also know about our product. Like we need to do like wide market.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Goldie, but we just don't have the budget to do commercials. Like, I really think that we should go the social media route because, I don't know, we can reach a fair amount of people, but right now our focus is our home market. Like, that's what we need to be focusing on right now.
I know, like we need to focus more on social media, but according to my research and like what my study says, the social media is not the effective way, because like some of the people don't know the social media, how to use it. Like maybe like we both are on Instagram,
Mhm.
but might be other person is not on Instagram, so how he'll come to know about our product?
But I really think our demographic would be on social media, and we don't really have many other options because of our budget. Like, it's quite small, and we don't have the funds.
Companies should, I think, increase the budget. That's the only way we can work on it.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
I just finished the marketing draft. I thought you guys could look into it.
Okay.
What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about different marketing ideas, but I don't think we're able to come to a conclusion about it. Goldie thinks that we should do video, like do commercials, but I'm saying we should go like the social media route because we don't have the funding to do commercial, really.
That's right. That's right. Like both ideas seem fine to me, but funding matters.
Yeah.
हाँ भाई तू सही कह रहा है ना. लाइक क्या यार, लाइक ये कह रही है कि सोशल मीडिया
हाँ.
करना चाहिए है ना. सोशल मीडिया इतना अच्छा नहीं है क्योंकि लोकल पीपल भी है ना इस दुनिया में. उनका क्या जो ये सोशल मीडिया नहीं यूज करते.
नहीं, तेरी बात भी सही है, but I don't know मैं क्या बोलूँ तुम लोगों को, क्योंकि मुझे दोनों के आइडियाज सही लग रहे हैं. Both of you are right.
यार इसको क्या पीछे हट गया, मैं तो नहीं पीछे हटने वाला. लाइक
Guys,
yeah.
can you please speak in English? I always feel so frustrated. You're talking, and I don't have any say in the conversation because I don't know what you're saying.
I apologize. We were just talking about
Like,
his idea. I'm sorry if it offended you in any way. Like, we're not
like
going
we
to
were
do that.
talking only about the idea.
Yeah,
You,
and
like what you came up with and what I came up with,
Mhm.
and like what's the best idea among us.
Yeah,
And maybe
what
the
I think
conclusion,
you
like,
guys
what
should
we
do
can do.
is come to a conclusion, like work on it together and come to a conclusion together. Like you guys have to compromise because you're working on the same team, so you're like achieving same goal. You have same organizational goal, so you should look forward to it instead of having projects among each other.
Mhm.
नगर पालिका अच्छी थी ना वीडियो.
Yeah.
Hey
guys.
grab a seat.
What are you working on?
Nothing.
Like we were
Just
talking
free,
about
free time with
that.
work. Just hanging around.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was seeing one video.
Yeah.
That guy, Indian guy, Nagarpalika. वो नगरपालिका वाली वीडियो अच्छी है
Guys.
यार.
It's epic.
I can't handle this anymore. It makes me so uncomfortable when you're speaking in a language that I don't understand, and you're always laughing. Like, are you laughing at me?
No, like what happened? Like we were only cracking jokes. Wait, Georgia.
I'm sorry, Joe, we're not laughing at you.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Georgia. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. How's that a new project coming along with the new team? I heard there's a couple new people in the team, right? One
Yeah.
From, they're both from India, I believe.
Yes, they
And-
are.
Okay. How's
But
that?
it's going really well. I
Yeah.
feel like we all work really well together.
Mhm.
There's been a couple bumps in the road by the
Okay.
along the way,
Yeah.
but
Anything serious? I hope not.
no, nothing serious.
Okay.
I understand that like Zafraz and Goldie are both from India, and they
Mhm.
find comfort in being able to both speak Hindi together.
Of course. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but then there's some times where I feel like the team isn't getting enough communication because they might be speaking to each other in Hindi, but I don't understand the language.
Okay.
So that's becoming kind of an obstacle, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And then at other times, they might be joking around with each other, and I don't really know what they're joking around
Mhm.
about. So sometimes it can kind of feel like, oh, well, are they talking about me? Are they laughing
Mhm.
about me?
Yeah, yeah.
Is the problem like about me kind of thing?
Mhm.
And that's just really not great to feel. And I
Mhm.
think that, yeah, I don't know like where to go from here.
Yeah, no,
but-
you have come to the right place, definitely. No, I totally understand what you mean.
Yeah.
And we'll take a look at it,
Okay.
and I'll discuss with my counterpart.
Okay.
And we'll see how we're gonna approach this, and I'll have a conversation with Sarfraz and Goldie
Perfect.
and see if we can resolve this issue, because I would have to break your team, because I spoke to your supervisor recently, and just from the hallway, and he's saying he's very proud of you guys, and
Mhm.
you guys are doing great work.
Yeah, we really do
And,
work
you
well
know,
together.
So in the middle of the project, it's hard
Yeah.
to break a team, so definitely, I'll talk to one of my counterparts,
Okay.
and I'll definitely let you know.
Perfect.
Okay, thanks for
you
coming
so much.
by. Anytime. No, thanks for meeting at a short notice. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good, good. So we have a couple of issues with one of my team, and they're working on a project, and they've been working on a project since almost a month now. And first issue they had together was related to coming up with this idea for the product, one of the product, which they resolved on their own. But the second issue is a little bigger and they're serious. One of the staff members brought it to my attention that they are feeling uncomfortable around one of their colleagues because when they speak, when they're communicating with a different staff member, with a different colleague, they're communicating in their language, and I feel really left out on they feel uncomfortable around it because sometimes they believe they're talking about them, not just on the product or on the project. So that's why I'm here to see you if you can give me any advice, because I'll be speaking to them in the next hour,
Okay.
and I want to get your input on it, like what you think, how should I resolve it, how should I go about
Sure.
to talk to them, because I really want to resolve the issue, because they're really good staff, and they have got along really well for past month, and I think it's a good team,
Yeah.
and I want to really resolve the issue.
Okay.
So I just wanted to know as well if there's anything in our policy that states they cannot speak their language,
Sure.
and give me on that. And they compromised on the first issue, and so they resolved it on their own. So I'm just worried
Okay.
about the second issue.
So there's nothing in our policy that stops them to speak English and their language at work. But out of respect, they should communicate in English. There is nothing wrong with them speaking their language at their own time. But at work, to be productive in a team, they should all communicate in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Can I come in?
Yes. Hi, Sir Faraz. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
What do you
Good.
say?
Yes. How's the project coming along? How's the new
It's coming
team?
along really nice.
Yeah?
We have a wonderful team.
Okay.
Really get along.
How are you liking Thunder Bay so far?
It's not bad. It's much better than Toronto.
Yeah.
A lot of crowd, so it's a change for me.
Yeah. Made some new friends already, or what?
Not really, because this project is coming up really hectic, to be
Yeah,
honest. So
okay.
probably after this.
Okay, okay. So the reason I wanted to see you is we had just a concern
Yes.
from a few of the colleagues in the office,
Yes.
and is communicating in different languages, and is
Yes,
making the other people, other colleagues, uncomfortable.
I
and make,
do talk to Goldie in Hindi because it's nice to have somebody who is from the same country that you are from, and
Mhm.
that's why we sometimes end up talking in Hindi.
Mhm.
I understand that it makes a lot of people uncomfortable. We've been
Mhm.
approached about it, and I try to avoid it as much as I can.
Mhm. Yeah.
But it does come out sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'll try to avoid it as much as I
Okay.
can.
Okay. So because you really don't want to upset anybody
No,
with that, you,
that's the last
yeah.
thing I want to do. Goldie would want to do because we're working as a team and we want to hold grudges with each
Exactly,
other.
exactly. So it's like I don't know, not saying anybody's name, just
Yes.
like just it's not just one person who
Exactly,
who
yes.
showed concern.
Yes.
It's multiple people,
Yes.
and I really hope you guys can get along together, compromise,
Yes.
and collaborate together,
Yes.
and try to avoid any conflict. Let's say if another person starts and you try to avoid it, and try not to avoid the person, but the conflict
Yeah.
because might occur. So no, I'm glad you were willing to
No, I
cooperate.
am because for all of us, we work as a team, and
Yeah.
the organizational goal it matters the most to us.
Yeah.
So I don't think it should anything should come in between
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
And I'll do my best to
Yeah,
prevent it.
and you guys have come a long way. Like
Yeah.
you guys have been working on this
Yeah,
project for a
we're
couple
doing
months
really
now.
nice. We have a really nice team, so
Yeah.
looking
No,
forward to
no,
working
I'm
with
glad.
them.
If you need any other help or something,
I will.
I'm here.
I will.
But
Thanks a lot.
I hope this is the last time we talk about this.
That means a lot. I will.
Okay.
I'll try to do it.
Thank you, sir. First, thank you. Take care. Hi,
Hi.
hi, Goldie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So, how's everything going?
Yeah, we're doing great. Actually.
Yeah.
We have really made a good research and yeah, we have made many good decisions on the project.
Okay. How are you making with the team?
Me, George, and Sarfraz are having really fun
Yeah.
while working on the project.
Okay.
Like, me and Sarfraz are from the same country,
Mm-hmm.
so it's really fun. Like we usually I miss those things in the Canada.
Okay.
Like I miss those jokes and those things. But now I'm really having fun in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Sarfraz crack jokes on each other,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes we also tell other people about our language, and we teach them few words
Mhm.
of our language,
Okay.
and we are really having a fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So,
well,
that could be an issue for some people, right?
yeah, I know.
Right. So, because that's one of the reasons why I called you in today. It's not just one person, but we had numerous concerns from different teams in the company in the office, and it would make some people uncomfortable. Like they might think you're laughing at them, and it's not acceptable in the office environment, the atmosphere we have. And I was hoping if we can hoping to resolve this issue, and because that's the last thing we want, like people feeling uncomfortable with their team, and especially with your team, you guys have come a long way, right? So you don't want anybody breaking teams or something like that, right? So because I think you should.
Yeah, oh, no.
Because I want something from you, like are you willing to? Because I would hope if you're willing to do it, right? You're willing to put a stop and
For sure, like we need to work in a team,
yeah,
and actually the team means this together easily achievable goal.
yeah,
So like I'll surely work on it,
Mhm.
and I'll make sure that no one gets
Yeah.
offended.
yeah. Because you have to learn to collaborate together in the same language,
Yeah, that's
of course.
the key.
Because if you are communicating in a different language, the person doesn't know that you may be talking about them or somebody else, right? So it gets really uncomfortable. So try to compromise, try to collaborate, work together as a team, and see where you can play your part. But of course, in the same language, I hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will talk in English. only,
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
everyone gets understand what
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
And now I learned some new jokes in English also.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
I can't stop joking.
Yeah, okay. Because we will also have a memo going around and letting everybody know there's updating the policy,
Okay.
especially in regards to that.
Okay.
And I hope you get to read the memo, and I hope that's the last time we're meeting about this issue.
Oh, for sure. But we'll
Right.
meet in the party,
Of course, of course.
Okay,
Okay, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, bye.
Take care.
See you.
In the first scenario, Georgia and Goldie have competing ideas that they can't come to an agreement on. Sapras helps mediate the situation. He takes their opposing ideas of this healthy conflict and pushes them to collaborate, resulting in compromise. In scenario 2, Georgia stops avoiding the problem and seeks assistance to resolve the issue. Wakas, the HR manager, creates communication and ensures the teammates are on the same page to move forward and continue collaborating.